All right, welcome in Aquarius and Aquarius placements. This is your middle to end of August 2026 reading. So this reading is from August 16th through the 31st, and it is intended for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right, so we are going to get a couple oracles and then get into tarot. As always, please take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for someone else. If you're feeling that it resonates with you with roles being reversed, feel free to do so. And if you're feeling that it's not resonating at all, please check another placement. All right. Let's get into it here. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do you have for Aquarius and Aquarius placements for the period of August 16th through the 31st, please? What do we need to know? What is the energy, please, for Aquarius? Okay, we have getaway. Run away into the sunset. Begin an adventure. Go on vacation. Okay. We also have reminiscence or reminiscing. Looking at photos, good times, thinking about you, and dwelling. Okay. All right, Spirit. What is the overall energy here for Aquarius and Aquarius placements from now until the end of August, please? Overall energy, please, for Aquarius and Aquarius placements. Okay, we have the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. All right. With the Hermit being out here, I feel like you're in separation possibly from someone, okay? I feel like this has allowed you time to go within and reflect on things, okay? So you could be reminiscing possibly, and I do feel like this other person is reminiscing as well. Now, I do feel that maybe you're reflecting on the lessons that were involved in this situation with this person, maybe connecting some dots as far as patterns with other relationships or connections, things that you've gone through in your life, things like that. And I feel like that's allowing you to transform yourself, okay, into the best version of yourself that you can be. Okay, but I do feel with the Hermit being here that at least for some of you, maybe even you're in some sort of isolation period, that maybe you need some time away from not just this person, but the world, okay? And you just need some alone time. So maybe some of you really do want to get away here. Maybe you feel like you really do need a vacation. So with the Queen of Cups being here, I feel like this is your energy, okay? And I feel like you gave an extraordinary amount, is what I'm hearing, of unconditional love to this person. Possibly more than you've given to anyone else, as far as like connections or relationships are concerned. Maybe it's something inside of you that intuitively told you to do that, or something that you just saw within interacting with this person that you felt maybe that this person needed that. But I do feel that not only were you giving that unconditional love, but like I said, you were following your intuition as well. And I should say male or female, again, doesn't matter the gender here. Okay. I also feel with the Queen of Cups that you're unconditionally loving to other people, other things in your life. Okay. So people, animals, the environment, you're just a very loving person. That's just your nature. And unfortunately, I feel like this might be something that you're realizing while this hermit mode is in place here, and only take it if it fits for you. But I feel like potentially you are reflecting on the fact that there have been so many times in your life, and I feel like this could be one of those times as well that you've just been dealing with this person, where people have taken your kindness for weakness, that they see how unconditionally loving you are because that's just your nature, and they feel like you're a doormat, that they can use you and abuse you, that they can treat you however they want because you'll just always be loving in the end. Okay. And for a lot of you, I feel like maybe it's frustrating. And maybe you're wondering, well, what am I supposed to do? Shut off that unconditional love toward other people and other things because I'll always be taken advantage of? So there might be something here as far as a lesson in possibly, discernment, but I feel that, spirit really does want you to keep that heart chakra open, and that I feel like it won't always be this way. That there are people out there that don't take advantage of you, even if you're not able to identify that right now. And that not only that there will be people in the future here that also will value you and your heart for what it is. Okay. Now, with the 10 of Wands being here, I feel like this situation with whoever this is or was very burdening on you. And it could be burdening because, this person could have, again, taken advantage of you. They could have used you and your kind nature. And they could have also used your energy as well. They could have been like an energy or, like an energy vampire. You might have felt drained after being around this person. But whether it was your energy, whether it was the love that you gave, whatever it was, I feel like it was definitely not a reciprocal relationship or connection. And I feel like it's put a lot on your shoulders. Okay. And undeserving as well is what I'm hearing. I feel like you do have a lot going on in your life, just in general. And so this just put unnecessary burden on you that you didn't need. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups being here, that you decided to just pour that cup of love into yourself because you were being burdened with the fact that this person was taking you for granted. They were not valuing you for who you were, for what you were giving, that maybe you felt used and you said enough's enough. And you're like, I'm going to love on myself here with the Knight of Cups. I am going to do what's best for me. And whatever love I was giving to this person, I'm now going to just give it to myself. Okay, because I feel like with the 8 of Cups being here, as difficult emotionally as it might have been for you, you walked away from this situation and this person. Okay. Now, I do feel that for most of you, this is physical, emotional, and energetic, but it could be any combination of the three. Okay, you did walk away from this or pull away at least. Now, it is possible that whoever this person is is also burdened by the fact that with this separation period, they are disconnected from that unconditional love that you gave them, and they don't like it. And it's something that is burdening them, something that they weren't expecting. Okay, maybe this person has a track record of disconnecting with people and it's not been a big deal, doesn't affect them, but this disconnection is affecting them differently. Okay, it's putting a different level of burden on them that they're used to. And so there is a possibility here with the Knight of Cups that this person is wanting to come in with emotion and potentially an apology. Okay. And it does come after a period of, like I said, introspection and separation after you walked away from this. Okay. All right. So as far as signs here, we've got water, we've got fire, and then we've got earth energy with Virgo with the Hermit here. Okay. All right, Spirit. So what are the potential challenges and difficulties for Aquarius and Aquarius placements from now until the end of August, please? Potential challenges, potential difficulties. Okay, we've got the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. What else? Potential challenges and difficulties, please. Okay. The 9 of Wands and the World. Okay. At the bottom is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so with the 7 of Cups being here, I am feeling the way I usually do when it does fall here in the challenge area. I feel like, number one, this person either could have made you feel like an option, okay, by telling you that they were always busy, or that maybe you knew that they had other options out there, whether they were entertaining them or not. Okay. Whatever that is, and it doesn't have to be people, it could be work or whatever. But whatever it is, this person could have made you feel like an option because they weren't giving you the amount of time and energy that you were giving them. Okay. You weren't being met halfway. And that did add to that burden with the 10 of Wands. Okay. So that is something that's difficult to get past. Now, I also feel that there very well could have been people that this person made you aware of that they were spending time with. They could have been telling you that they actually have you as an option. You know, maybe you knew that you were put into a third party situation of some sort, and it wasn't just something you were suspecting or something that this person used as manipulation. I mean, I feel like it was manipulative, but it wasn't just a story. I feel like it could have been an actual thing. So either, whether it was a story or whether it was real, whatever the case is, this person either made you an option or made you feel that way. Okay. Either way, they're both difficult. Okay. I also feel that this person could have confused you. Maybe their words and actions didn't align or didn't match. So again, they used that manipulative tactic there to confuse you, maybe to not, so that you wouldn't trust your intuition, or that maybe they knew that you were intuitive and that you were kind of picking up these red flags, but they wanted to distract you. So they confused you. You know what I mean? That could be something, and that might be something challenging to wrap your head around. I feel like this person could have also disillusioned you about the future. Maybe they told you that things would progress, that things would be a certain way, and they never got there. Okay, so again, they could have future faked you just to keep you strung along. Again, manipulation, things that are difficult to embrace and wrap your head around. Okay, especially for some, if it comes from someone that you have this love for. It's like, how could they do that to me? Now, I also feel with the Seven of Cups being here that maybe you know that in your mind, in possibly even in your heart, that you need to keep your options open, that you should not bet on this person changing, even if you feel like this was your person, that there's something telling you that maybe you need to look at other options and either have it be where it's in addition to this person, or just write this person off and just look at other options. And whatever the case might be, whatever you resonate with, I do feel like any of those might be challenging for you right now. Okay? Because cups is about emotion, it's about feelings. And I feel like, when those feelings are involved, any of that is difficult. Okay? Some of you have a family with this person. Okay? And if that's the case, for them to treat you this way, I feel like that is difficult. Now, for a lot of you though, I do feel that you were hoping for the 10 of Pentacles with this person. You felt like this was your person till the end of time. This was your person that you're meant to be together. This is the person that you'd want to grow old with, that you could have a family with, you could be financially stable with, and all would be well in the world. And unfortunately, I feel like that's a dream that's difficult to just write off and get rid of. Okay? For some of you, this person very well could have had a family elsewhere, or a long-term connection, something like that. Like I said, if you do resonate with being put in a third party or something to that effect, then that is, again, something that is hard to get past. Okay? Because if this person had a family, if they do have children elsewhere, they will always be connected with whoever that person and those people are. And so if they've already brought difficulties into this situation, it's probably going to be lifelong. Okay? They'll always be in the picture. So again, these are things that, are they deal breakers? Are they not? You have to figure that out, I guess, for yourself, but it's difficult. With the Nine of Wands being here, I'm sure there's wounding on both sides. I'm sure this person has a lot of wounding that they are dealing with and that affect who they are when they show up to relationships. But the thing is that I also feel like you have been wounded, not just from life, but from this person significantly. And so I feel like you have been forced to put up boundaries toward this person. Boundaries you didn't want to put up. But unfortunately, as difficult as it was, you have had to do this. And if this person with the Knight of Cups does actually want to apologize and come back in to even talk, lowering those boundaries might not be something that you want to do. And for some of you, maybe keeping those boundaries in place when this person has a certain hold over you, or this person might have a special place in your heart where it's difficult to maintain those boundaries. I mean, that any of those things might be difficult. Okay. Now, for some of you, I'm also getting the message that with the Nine of Wands being here, that this person could be someone that portrays themselves as a victim as well. And only take that if it fits. But if that's the case, it's like, will this person ever get out of that mentality? Is everything going to be about them, getting attention, or, like I said, showing up as a victim here? When are they going to embrace their wounds and their shadow side and start healing? Now, we do have the World here as well. the world talks about a cycle ending. Okay, so I do feel like a cycle here has ended or is ending with this person, because I feel like it was not a healthy cycle. I feel like for a lot of you, you have ended this cycle with this person because you knew that it wasn't healthy for you and that you were becoming increasingly burdened and wounded by the situation, and you were done with it. Okay? So I'm sure ending that cycle was not an easy task, especially with the love that you have for this person. Now, if this person does return and if they do offer an apology and maybe even emotion, again, the thought of maybe opening up another cycle here, worrying, is this going to be another cycle like before? Will it be just as unhealthy as before? All of those things might be questions in your mind. And so again, you might be hesitant to do that, to open another cycle with this person potentially. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom here, I feel like you all are very individual people here. You're very independent. And Aquarius is that sign. Aquarians are very independent, and a lot of us are happily single. It's not that we don't want others in our life, but you need to show up a certain way. Other than that, we're good by ourselves. Okay, so maybe there's something here about the fact that you are single. Maybe it's something where you weren't expecting to be single at this point, or maybe it's something where this connection made you feel like you lost yourself or you lost your independence for a while. Maybe there's a certain level of codependency that this person had on you. Maybe they were clingy or something like that, even where you felt like you couldn't be independent. Only take that if it fits, though. But I feel like you basically were pushed into this Nine of Pentacles energy where you could be on your own. Maybe you're dating, okay, or exploring your options possibly with the Seven of Cups, as difficult as it is. But you are potentially glowing up. You might be elevating, learning your lessons and transforming yourself. You could be working on a passion project or doing something significant with your work, your career, your life path. And I feel like others see that. Okay. I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles being here, you know that you can potentially get to this 10 of Pentacles on your own because it's just one pentacle away. But it's something that you really didn't want to have to do. So even though you know you can do it and you're perfectly fine, there's something within you that still wishes that you had your counterpart with you. And so that is, again, difficult. All right. Now, maybe for some of you as well, I am going to say, I just got the message that it is very possible that this person that you've been dealing with portrayed themselves to you as being more single than they were. Maybe this person told you or showed you that they were single, they were independent, they didn't have anyone else, they weren't in another relationship or connection, and that's something that maybe this person was misrepresenting themselves with. Okay, I don't want to say they're a liar, but I mean, it's very possible. It's also very possible that this person portrayed themselves to be more financially stable than they were. Okay, so take that as it resonates, though. Okay. All right. So as far as additional signs here with the world, we do have all signs. Okay. So Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio might be significant. Okay. Like I said, though, we do have all signs. All right, Spirit. So what is the advice and guidance that you have for Aquarius and Aquarius placements here? What is the advice? What is the guidance from now until the end of August? Okay. We've got the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Two of Pentacles. At the bottom is the Two of Cups. Okay, I'm going to read this two ways. First of all, I do feel, like I did in the beginning, that it's very possible that this person that you've been dealing with is wanting to come in with an apology and possibly express emotion here to you. All right, come on, hon. All right. So with that being the message, I feel like Spirit is saying that this person, they do miss the attention that you gave them. Okay, I was feeling that earlier as well. But this person does miss the attention that you gave them. Okay, so they kind of want to do something to get your attention. Not only that, Spirit is saying that you can be successful with this person, potentially. There is the potential here that you can be successful with this person. Okay, that you can work things out, that things can be worked on. But that's if both parties are willing to do the work. Okay, it won't be a walk in the park. Now, I feel like the Emperor here is this person's energy. Okay, so Spirit does want you to know that there could still be something here related to this person being stubborn, possibly still in their pride and ego, and they might still have control issues. Any of those resonate as far as with this person, you know, and how they were behaving in the past, they still could be in this energy. Okay. But I feel like if this person is willing to work on those things within themselves, then there is, again, like I said, the potential that things will work out. Now, I also feel with the Emperor being here, that this person is trying to take control here. And so I do feel like this person is trying to embrace the positive and higher vibrational aspects of the Emperor energy. Okay. And with the Two of Pentacles, even though in the past, maybe this person juggled too much or juggled you with other people or other things, I feel like this person does want to, again, like I said, take control of their life and move toward more balance, because the Two of Pentacles can talk about balance. And I feel like not only does this person want balance in their life, but they want to be in a balanced connection with you as well. Okay? Because at the bottom, we have the Two of Cups. So yes, there is love here on both sides. This person is understanding, as well as you are, that this is a high-level soulmate connection and that this is a connection that is very special. Okay? And not only that, with the Page of Swords being here, this person is finally seeing, they're finally understanding and learning the significance of this connection. Okay? And not only that, number one, how giving to more than one situation affects other people, but not only that, that other people deserve equal reciprocity just like they do. So I feel like there's like a lesson here at play for this person. I mean, obviously it's all about lessons, but I feel like there's a significant lesson that this person is learning. Okay. Now I also feel, so that was story number one. Number two, I feel as far as for you that now maybe you're doing something as far as that passion project with the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you're doing something to be in the public eye. Okay. Maybe you're already, doing this or working toward this, or maybe it's something that's meant for you. That could just be a side note for maybe just one or two of you. I also feel with the Six of Wands that success is imminent for you, that you're destined actually for success. Okay. Not necessarily in this situation. I mean, just in life in general, that you have put in the work here, that you have put in the hard work on yourself and just in your life in general. You have embraced lessons, your shadow, you're allowing your soul to grow, and you are transforming yourself. You have put in the work. And not only that, so I feel like this is kind of like good karma, okay, that Spirit is talking about. But you are going to be successful because of, like I said, because of the work that you've been doing within yourself, because of the good deeds that you have done in the world. But I feel like there's something here as far as success in your career or your life path or some kind of project, like I said, business or something that you have either that's starting or that's going on for you. Okay, there's some kind of success here as far as your work is concerned, whatever you're working on. Okay, so keep doing it. And I feel like Spirit wants you to embrace this Emperor energy if you haven't already. Okay, know that you can attain any goal that you put in front of yourself and take control of your life however you need it to be. Okay, because for a lot of you, maybe you are juggling a lot. That 10 of Wands was there, and I did feel a sense of burden just by multitasking and having a lot on your plate. Okay, so I feel like if you do have a lot going on, there is something here talking about that you are able to balance and maintain balance, and you are able to multitask and juggle multiple things at once, which a lot of people can't do. Okay, I feel like there's something here as far as this success that you're going to have that will allow you to have better balance in your life, like work-life balance and things like that. Okay, but I feel like balance is the key. And with the Two of Cups, I do feel that a lot of this is because you have embraced the fact that you can be your own soulmate as well. That yes, it's nice to have that soulmate energy with someone else, but with the Nine of Pentacles, you have surrendered to the universe, and it's like, well, if I just need to be my own soulmate here in this lifetime, so be it. I'm going to pour that cup of love into myself because I feel like that's what I deserve right now, and I'm going to be my own soulmate. And I feel like that surrender, again, is bringing the Six of Wands success to you. Okay. And with the Page of Swords, again, it could be something that you're just realizing, or it's going to be something that will come your way that will prove that to you. There could be something new that you're learning that is bringing you onto this path if it hasn't already. Okay. So I do feel that the message here, as far as this last row, it does have multiple meanings here. Okay. So, maybe some of you are going on vacation. Maybe some of you are beginning a new adventure. Could be a new adventure with this person, if that's what you choose to do. Could also be a new adventure as far as your career. Could be both. Okay. And I just got chills. Yeah. So good things are coming. All right. Additional energy. Again, we have Aries here with the Emperor, but all signs are here. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So I'm going to leave this reading here. I do hope it helps, and I hope it brought you some clarity and some insight, some information. If you do feel like it resonates with you and your story, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, take care. Namaste.